What's up, guys? It is Will here, back again for another episode of Collectors Mingle every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And you might have noticed tonight we're actually, should be anyway, in 1080p HD. Upgraded my StreamYard. So, really stepping the game up here on the channel. But a lot of fun things to talk about. We're going to talk about sleeper figures. What figures are people sleeping on that people really aren't recognizing right now? Probably on pre-order, things that we're going to see eventually that are going to be really awesome when they actually come out. Queen Studios quarter scale Black Adam, really important. Also, really great price on that one, also got to say. The Asmus Nazgul, that's going to give us a little avenue to explore a topic I kind of want to explore. What 3 tips would you give new 1/6 collectors? Because we got probably some new people in the chat. If not, some people will pop along that are new. When a 2.0 is announced, how do we approach that process? Then, do you view posing as an integral part of 1/6 in the collecting process? We'll talk about that. Spooktacular. That's about to end tonight, but we're going to talk about it before it ends. Guys, so much good coming at you right around the corner, so stay tuned. Here we go. Yo, what is up, boys? 1080p tonight, dude. I feel so official. I don't think
I just went back. I just went and upgraded mine as well, man.
See,
like,
bro, see?
Well, all I had to pay was like $23 extra.
Yeah,
to upgrade it. So I was like, I might as well just do it, bro. Because the thing is, a few people were telling me, like, even doing streams, like, you know, or they said it was a bit fuzzy, and that's because I wasn't in 1080p, bro. Like, being able to do it, but you could, bro. The weird part about it is StreamYard for a minute lets you do that.
Oh,
and then they took it away, and now I guess they put it in the next option. It's some bullshit.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's pricey. It's for the people who want to stream out there. I will say it's $50 a month if you pay monthly for 1080p. For 720p, it's $25 a month. So yeah, streaming is not necessarily cheap. So.
Yeah, I'm not that Chris for 1080, bro. I'm good. I'm good with 720.
No,
I gotta make sure that I'm on point right
Leo,
here.
look at
now,
that beard, bro.
you know
1080p, that
so
looks
like,
even better.
Nah,
I think that's what it is, bro. Like they, you know, every time Mario's on the show, they want to get that beard in 1080. So they was like, "Yo, Will, you have a choice." You know what I mean? That's what I think it is, bro. Every time we got Mario on the show, it's like we got to upgrade. Everybody want that in the most highest definition, bro. It's bullshit.
It's true, bro.
Will's over talking 4K earlier, man. I'm like, nah, world ain't ready for that yet, man.
4K beard guy. The ladies be fainting in real time. Come on,
bro.
Now.
I hope you don't lose. I hope you don't lose any viewers over me, man. I mean, just for the fact you see me in 1080, nah, bro.
I mean, they might because they'll be jealous. They'll be jealous.
I don't know.
Like Mario's never been so beautiful because he was never in crisp 1080p until now. So
they want that 1080 Mario, bro. They want that 1080 beard, bro.
Yeah, 1080 beard. That beard is 1080. But guys, thanks so much for joining. Let's address this beautiful panel. This is actually going to be our panel for tonight, the 3 Musketeers, the 3 Amigos. Hey. So it's going to be quite the experience to explore these topics together. But Mario, how you doing this evening, man? I see a beautiful statue behind you, one that is actually fully put together.
I went through blood, sweat, and tears with this son of a bitch, bro. I am so freaking relieved right now that I finally got this bad boy put together. It was so, dude. I was talking. You and I were talking a little bit back and forth about this, man. You know, through the pains that I was going through, man. And I did suffer a couple breakages here and there, but one of them was able to be repaired. It looks flawless. One of them broke as expected. It's pretty common with this piece, but the end game, man, this thing is absolutely gorgeous, bro. I did reach out to Marcos too, dude, just to see if you had any tips or what advice you can offer me, and he kind of helped me through the building process as well, guiding everything in and shit like that. So I was like, all right. And after that, everything came together, man, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, dude. This statue ain't never leaving the collection ever, man. I'm good.
Nice.
After what I went through,
it definitely looks good, bro.
Yeah. Well, what if Queen makes a quarter scale Danny, and then
then they make a quarter scale Danny, dude? I mean, I'm getting mad.
They might, bro. But that is beautiful, Mario. Congrats, bro. Leo, I don't know if you saw Mario. We did a live stream of it unboxing,
I was
and
going to do it.
It wouldn't come together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like we couldn't he couldn't get the Drogon and like Rhaegal and stuff in. Yeah.
Yeah, Leo. So what I had to do, man, is that none of the dragons were pegging in properly, man, because when I would plug one part in, the other one was so far off of the hole. I was sitting here struggling, so I just ended the stream there. What I had to do basically was just take a hair dryer, heat these things up a little bit, and move them into position. That was hella scary, man. I was so freaked out doing that, but lo and behold, it worked. They're all plugged in.
You got it in.
Yeah.
So.
Man.
Yeah, I was gonna, like I said, man, we were out pretty much all day yesterday. When you sent me I was gonna jump in, but we were in movement, and I didn't trust the internet in different areas. You know what I mean? If it would actually let me on because of connectivity and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely wanted to jump on. But yeah, it looks beautiful, bro. That piece
Yeah,
looks
it's
incredible,
gorgeous.
man.
It's
I mean,
absolutely
it's
gorgeous.
It
worth
really
all the
does.
headaches, bro. Like straight up.
Yeah.
It is in the end. It is in the
Yeah,
end, dude. But
yeah.
it was definitely definitely a learning experience, man. Basically,
Yeah.
glad I went through it.
Yeah,
Well, it looks
definitely,
beautiful, man.
definitely.
Like I said, the layout, like the diorama piece of that whole thing, like just with the chair and like with the golden, I guess, tables, like those things are beautiful, man. The dragon detail is insane. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
yeah, like it's really good. Like Mario was telling me, like the only thing that Prime 1 and Blitzwhite ever really maybe struggle at is head sculpts, but he said this head sculpt's probably like an 8, but the paint apps are like a 9.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
See,
the only like this is they're 100%. You know, I mean, there's certain angles look better than others. You know, for sure.
Right.
But it looks gorgeous,
the paint apps
bro.
are on point.
Yeah.
The
looks like
eyes look
gorgeous.
so realistic. It looks like her eyelash. She looks like she has real eyelashes too. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It looks good, bro. I mean, you can't take away from that piece. Now, the thing is, it's like we know that N-Arts is doing like Daenerys. It's going to be interesting to see, bro, because I am, you know, interested in seeing that piece and if it's good enough. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still waiting on my damn Wonder Woman, bro. Like straight up. I'm waiting on my Wonder Woman statue, man. Like I don't know when the hell that's gonna come in so I can pick it up, bro. But I can't wait. I
It'll
can't
show
wait.
up. It'll show up eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll show up. But yeah, thanks for joining, Mario. Should be a fun one, man. And I'm glad you got the statue.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So Leao, how's it
What's
going,
up?
man? Mr. Birthday.
Yeah, man. It was the birthday anniversary, so it was fun, man. We went where did we go? We went to a, what do you want to call it? I keep forgetting the name. We went ziplining.
Dancing?
You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
ziplining.
yeah.
I always want to go
Nice.
ziplining. You went dancing?
Bro.
Where'd you go?
Oh no, we ain't go dancing. We went ziplining, bro.
Oh, okay.
You know
I was like,
Bro, you went
dancing would be
ziplining wearing a nice little suit like that and a top hat?
Nah, we went. No,
you can see the top hat just flying off.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny. We went ziplining like earlier, like that morning. So we got up like around 9 o'clock. We supposed to be there by 11. So we drove out, got there. So we had to do like so the first, before you did this, because you had a choice. So they gave you a sheet of everything that you were going to do. So we had to do this obstacle course first. Now the whole process of me doing this was to kind of get past my fear of heights. I can get on a plane, I'm fine. But if I'm anywhere on a platform and I look down, I get wary, whatever. So you know, we did the obstacle course where they tie you to a harness, they, you know, strap this you know, the wire to a connector, so the whole way you're going, like the time you're going up, like you're connected to something. So you had to walk across. You had 3 phases. We didn't get to the very top because I guess they had that shut off because it was part of something else. But we did phase 1 and 2. You know, you go across like this obstacle course and you got to go phase 3, and that's even higher. I mean, first phase 2, that's higher. So we did that, and they do that to prep you for zip lining. So then we did the first phase of zip lining. We did the secondary one. So it was fun, man. Like literally was fun. And then after that, we went to this outlet, you know, some shopping and looking around there. And then we went to dinner. We went to this place called the Belvedere, bro. And the name sounds damn near as expensive as the price, bro. Everything.
Yeah, it does. It sounds expensive. Yeah.
Bro, it was, because the thing is we couldn't sit inside, because the thing is you had to book, like how we booked it, and it was like miscalculated. The way we booked it, the times were off. So what they did was they fit us in this igloo outside on the balcony. So it was like a see-through like igloo that had like a heating unit. It was very romantic. It was dope. So definitely, like I said, if you are in the Lancaster Millersville area, look up the Belvedere. It is incredible, bro. Like I said, it was an incredible experience. It's like an old 3-story home that they've changed into a plush, yeah, it was a plush restaurant, bar downstairs, bar upstairs, live entertainment. It was decent.
Nice.
It was definitely decent.
Nice. Well, it sounds fun, man. Glad you had a good time.
Yeah, we definitely had a good time, man. Yes, Friday. Yesterday was good.
You know, the one thing that I want to do, man, for my next milestone birthday, bro, probably, I guess 50, bro.
Yeah,
I want to
bro.
jump out of a plane, man. I want to go skydiving.
You're like
bro.
DB
That'd be
Cooper.
so fun, man.
Bro.
Oh, yeah, dude. Why not?
DB Cooper with a better beard.
Yeah.
Did you do that? Did you do it, Leo?
Not yet.
Not yet. You thinking about it?
That is something that I want to. I mean, I definitely want to do. But did you ever see that video? I think it was on Instagram. I don't know if I shared it, but with this guy in midair, he went to, eject his parachute, and bro, it got twisted. while he was falling.
Oh, no.
And then he had a secondary one that he had to try to get out, but he had to unleash the other one and get it. He got it a few seconds, like maybe like 30 seconds before he hit the ground, and it ejected. So he did get safely on the ground. It was a slight bump, but he got safely on the, but bro, after that, I was like, yeah, let me pause on that for a minute and do it with somebody else. Yeah, it was crazy, bro. But yeah, I would love to do that. But my milestone being that this next year, I'm going to Hawaii. I'm just going to play the safe.
Dude, Hawaii.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, all right. That's what's up.
Yeah. All right, guys. Awesome. Let's address the chat real quick before we jump into our first topic. Tyria said, Mario, you have to translate this one. Saludos todos? How do you say that, Mario?
Todos.
Todos.
Yeah, it's basically hello, everybody.
Okay. Hope everyone is doing well. Thanks so much, Tyria. Thanks, God, for Mario for translating that for me. Josh McCoy, evening, fellas. These streams make it hard not to want to buy hot toys again. Josh, come back to the dark side, bro. Come on now. Come on, Josh. But yeah, good to have you here, man. Renz, the artist himself, Talentino. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much, man. Thanks so much for joining him for that Halloween emoji. That really gets us in the mood. So, Tukathri, what's up, gentlemen? Ash Chase, good to see you, Ash. What's up? Dinesh, Thea Garage, your channel member. Thanks so much, Dinesh. Appreciate it, bro. Safo, Good Morning America, Primetime Reviews. Linda, jumping between streams tonight. Linda, you only need to be on one stream. It's this one. This one. No, you can, do whatever you want. Let's see, Tully. What up, Will? What's up, Tully? How's it going, man? Two Ferns, what's up, everyone? Tully said, what's up to Leo as well, and to Mario. AJ Agarusa, channel member. AJ Agarusa.
It's actually Thule. That's what they said.
It's Thule?
Thule.
Oh, Thule?
Yeah.
Thule.
So it's not Tully, it's Thule.
So is it just because it's missing an L? That's where
I don't know.
Thule, bro, you never corrected me once. I've been calling you Tully for months. You gotta tell me these things, bro. Tell me these things. But Thule, yeah. Thanks for joining, Thule. AJ Agarusa, hello, friends football as well. Doc Nader, the Booty King. My dudes. What's up, Doc Nader?
My man, the Booty King.
I know he is the Booty King, bro.
Hell yeah.
Ganesh Paramanathan? Paramanathan? I don't know. I'm trying to get that right. I'm not sure I'm ever going to get it. Mario got the dragons in. Yay, AJ.
Yay. I did, AJ.
Fig Fate, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. You too, Fig Fate. Collector Chris, what's up, Chris? Steve Showcase. Hello, all. Hello, Steve. Good to see you. Pedro Lopez, hello. Chris Santos, what's up? Marvelous, sorry I couldn't join you, gents. Have fun. I know, Marvelous. You'll be on here soon. I know. Yeah, when your schedule frees up, we'll work it out. Let's see, Mario in the chat himself. We're going to talk about this. Thule, Boba 2 Fact 371 today. We will talk about that.
Wow. Such a sucker, man.
Yeah. Comic swag, Blackbird Tech. Hey, everyone. Sean Bean. Hello, everyone. Hello, all, he said. Anyway, good to see you, Sean Bean. Tully. Well, if you jump with it, instructor will be on your back. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, that's typical.
Yeah.
Ruben Gomez, hello, all. Go Cowboys. I don't know about that, Ruben. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can agree with that. No, I don't mind the Cowboys, honestly. I don't mind. Whoever's on my fantasy team I like, but I don't have. Well, I have Tony Pollard, who actually went off for me today. So go Cowboys. Let's see. Nicolio the Green Power, there's the feet. There it is. MB Tyson, what's up? MB Mark P. Manuel Paradise, good to see you, Manuel. 1-6 for Jesus. Nice.
Hey, that's awesome.
I like that username. Mark P said Lael survived ziplining. He did. Sean Bean says Sideshow is live now. Pretty sure I'm on the right stream though. Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. Come on, Sideshow.
That's what's going on. I was wondering what's going on. Where are we at?
I know, right? But yeah, thanks so much for joining everyone in the chat, and we're gonna get started with our first topic. So guys, I want to talk about sleeper figures. You know, like that's kind of like a sports reference, right? Like sleeper picks, like who's gonna be better than what people are thinking they're gonna be, right? That's kind of how I want to view this question. Yeah. There are any number of figures probably that we can name that people are sleeping on. You can name an in-stock figure if you want. You can name a pre-order figure if you want. It has to be a figure, though. The only rule I will stipulate is that it has to be a figure that exists right now. So it can't be like Catwoman, Zoe Kravitz Catwoman, because we know we're going to get that eventually, but it doesn't exist yet. So something that does actually exist. And Mario, I'm going to start with you. This could be in stock. This could be pre-order. What do you think? What sleeper figure is going to shock the world and amaze people when it drops?
As far as amaze people when it drops, it's a little bit difficult to say, man, considering that, I mean,
I'm going to pull up.
There's a lot of stuff that's out there, you know, in my opinion, and I think that's going to be really, really good. One of the ones that I'm looking at is the Doc Brown from Back to the Future 1.
Oh,
right? I don't want to know if anyone necessarily is sleeping on it, but I know that's one that's been really anticipated. For me personally, considering that I've had the first one, I've had all of them, but I got rid of the sequel figures just because I wanted to focus on the first one. That's where my heart is at originally, man. And
I thought so.
You thought so?
Siri?
Okay.
Yeah, Siri supposed to heard you and said, I thought so.
Siri's like, I thought Doc Brown was a sleeper hit. She knew, bro.
I mean, Doc Brown is one. I think another one too that I'm looking at that actually went waitlisted. So that's actually kind of saying something. Is the classic suit Loki? That one, dude. I think because I remember the third party one that came out. It looks amazing. And Sideshow, or not Sideshow, but the Hot Toys version actually went waitlisted. I'm just seeing this right now. I'm like, holy crap, look at that. So I guess that wouldn't be a sleeper hit right now. I mean, people are actually looking into it. But a couple more. I mean, Lale, I'm sorry if I'm stealing any of your thunder, bro, but I want to say the Scarlet Witch from the WandaVision, man. That's a beautiful looking figure.
You're dropping
the white Black Widow is another one too. And I want to say the TVA Loki. That's a banger of a head sculpt too, and I think there's still a lot going on with some of these figures, bro. That's just that they're not getting that much hype right now. Marvel is on the low, and I think these could possibly be sought after when they drop. If not later.
Yeah. Well, before you jump in, Leia, I want to give one because Mario inspired me. Oh, we got the booty bots. One booty bot I can see in the chat. But yeah, I know.
Super chat.
So. Mario, you dropped some bangers there. Those are a lot of really good figures that people, I guess a lot of, well, not like I know Leo hasn't forgotten that Wanda exists, but a lot of people forgot probably that's even on pre-order right now. But I think, Mario, your point about classic Loki, I would argue actually that people did forget about him, which is why he is waitlisted. Because I think he's not been high pre-order number clearly. Because if so, they would keep it open for longer. But I don't think a lot of people are maybe because they already bought the So-So version, maybe they just don't care about that Loki. But it could be any combination of the two. But I think that's one that for sure people could sleep on because the head sculpt looks incredible. This Loki could for sure be a sleeper. Right now, I don't have it on pre-order, but when it comes out, I could very much see myself getting it. One that you inspired me, Mario, was actually Sylvie. Because when you name TVA Loki, I'm going to get this Sylvie, unless it comes out shitty, which I don't think is going to happen, right? But this figure looks fantastic. I mean, it looks really good. I would love to have a Sylvie. I know she's going to be in season 2. She could have a different outfit. Who knows, right? There'll probably be another Sylvie. There's not going to be the only one, right?
True.
But I do want this one. I love this look, and I really loved Loki season 1. I'm a homer though. I'm a Loki fanboy. So like to me, I was probably going to like it either way. But to me, that would probably be a sleeper for me. Like I think people are forgetting about Sylvie a lot. I think you'll probably be able to get her for cheaper later. I don't think she's going to be one that you have to like rush out and grab right now or anything. But I do think that she's going to be one that looks, if she looks anything as close to as good as this proto, I think people are going to be very happy for the ones who get her. So
yeah,
I see, some of the others I'll pull up too. Like, I know like someone was saying the Captain America Falcon, Sam Wilson, that's one. I don't even know if that's a sleeper, but
I can see that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like there are any number of figures probably on this list that people could think about. Because like we can't say anything like Darth Vader or Cad Bane because those are like, very much well known. I think people are forgetting about this Mando Luke. I was
about to mention that as well.
Right. I don't know if it's a sleeper per se, but I do feel like people are sleeping on it at the moment.
I think you know what? Right now, because of the the Dark Troopers that are out. Right. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to mess with mine yet, but I've seen that they split from the body. You can actually take them apart. Right. So if you get this one right here, I believe you might be able to swap out that battle damage top half and put it on the bottom half with the clean one. Yeah. I believe that might be a possibility and something to consider. But
yeah. Well, what do you think, Leia? What figure would you say is like a sleeper figure in your mind?
Well, it's a couple of them, bro. I'm gonna start with one that people actually did mention in the collection, and I will say Morbius. Michael Morbius is going to be a sleeper, bro, because people are basing that off of the film. Which I watched the film, and it wasn't as horrible as everybody says it was. As far as graphics and everything, I thought it was incredible. What we actually got from the CG, I thought it was pretty good. I think Morbius is definitely going to be one that's a sleeper. I think one that's actually released right now. I mean, that's coming out right now. That's another sleeper. And this, like I said, aesthetically, look at this, right? It eludes horror, and I love that. You know what I mean? I love that we get, and the thing is, it's like, I like to separate, this particular, the film IP from comics. To have a Michael Morbius in my collection is a dream. To have him, with Spider-Man, I definitely believe this is going to be incredible. That's why it's, it's going to be one of my most sought after because I just want to have it. He is a anti-hero, could be labeled a villain to some, could be labeled a hero to others, just depending. So I definitely want to get this piece. I can't wait. Another one that's slept on that's coming out soon through Sideshow. It's already released. Again, I don't care what anybody says. It's just my opinion. But that Captain Carter, once you get that Captain Carter, and I'm gonna tell you why, having that Captain Carter and how aesthetically great it will look for anybody who's purchasing that Hydra Stomper, just what you can do with the figure, what you'll be able to do with that figure. I know, listen, animated figure, people basically like, it doesn't have the likeness of what's her name? Haley Atwell. It doesn't basically have the likeness, but it is an animated figure. I like What If. I enjoyed What If. To have this basically on top of that Hydra Stomper and the ideas that I have, I know it's going to be a sleeper. The material on that is it gives away really good. So articulation is going to be good. It's animated. I mean, and it's just me. That's just my liking. I think it is a sleeper once people actually get it in hand, or for those who got it in hand, I'm pretty sure they'll be happy. But I just think that they're sleeping on this because, again, I know that a lot of people were basically comparing this to he said supposed to be here Wednesday. I'm looking forward to see what she looks like as Beam. Is it supposed to be through Sideshow? Let me know, because if it's through Sideshow, I would like to know how that is. That means I'll get mine soon through Underground. I'll get the notification because I actually got it through Ray. Nice. But just let me know how that is. But again, I mean, I know people, I mean, with the Miles and the Gwen, it's in the most anticipated IP. I know people are, they love those figures, but what bodes well with those figures is the articulation. You can do whatever you want with it because it's animated. And I think the same will be said for this particular figure. And I can't wait to get it in hand, just to see how I can manage it. So yes, Hydra Stomper as well. I mean, I think it's going to look aesthetically great, even though it's a power pose to have that wood. Steve Rogers animated. I can't wait for that. Another figure. I mean, yeah, this is definitely, man. I cannot wait to have this piece in hand. But it's just me because I love the show. Also, can't forget the What If huge. The What If Ultron.
That's a badass piece.
That's a dope ass piece that a lot of people aren't really talking about. But it is going to be a sleeper of, not really too much of a sleeper, but I think it is pretty dope. I cannot wait to have that one in hand. And look how tall it is. And it's just going to look great to complete that line. We got Captain Carter. We got this Ultron. We have the Hydra Stomper with, Steve Rogers. And also for people who actually have the, the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, it's going to bode well with everything when it comes to this. So that's going to all look good as well. And on top of that, one of my most anticipated figures, especially since last week, the announcement that a lot of people are probably sleeping on is White Vision. That figure is going to be incredible because, again, West Coast Avengers, if you know anything about the comics, how important that figure is. And on top of that, seeing as we are going to get a Wonder Man figure, again, Wonder Man's his essence was put into that White Vision if you follow the comics. So that'd be a dope piece to basically have. And I'll even you can't really find
it's like all like there we go. I typed in White Vision and it was just like dolls.
That White Vision is definitely going to be incredible to have. Don't worry about the unicorn piece that you put on his head.
Unicorn horn, bro.
You don't even have to worry about that. But everything as far as this piece, so I have this one, already paid off. I can't wait till it's released and I get the notification for it because it's going to be incredible. I cannot wait. And I'm so excited about Vision Quest. If that's true, if that's what they're going with, I cannot wait to see it. I am a huge Vision fan, huge Paul Bettany fan, and his take on Vision is perfect. I can't imagine anyone else actually playing that role. And there was another one that I was thinking of that I was going to leave it with, was damn. I was just thinking about it. It just,
I can jump in if you want when you think about it.
I was going to say too,
last one.
All right, what's up?
Let's go. Neo.
Oh, from the new Matrix.
Okay. Right, from the new Matrix.
Low stock. You better get him. People want him.
I'm telling you. It's low stock because nobody's
buying it.
Nobody's really buying it. But I'm telling you,
can you go back to what it comes with?
Yeah,
I need to understand why this would be a sleeper hit, considering that it comes with damn near nothing.
It comes with a pill, dude.
You know why? Because, and I'm explaining to you why, bro. It's a figure that doesn't come with much, but aesthetically, the suit and everything, and this is Keanu Reeves. You don't even have to associate it to this film. Literally, you don't. It doesn't really say anything. You can do anything that you want with this particular figure. And the reason why is I'm looking at it like there's so many different things that you can do with it, but I guarantee you that just like, bro, when we got when we saw him with which figure did we get? I keep always forgetting. John Wick.
Oh, John Wick. Yeah.
Just like when like that figure was out, a lot of people were complaining about it. Then when it sold out, it was one of the most sought after figures. Like literally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like when we talk about it, when we think about it, it's like, whatever. But I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to, look after this figure if they don't get it. And on top of that, to do a recreation of John Wick. If they missed out on it the first time, and if there's going to be a long wait till we get another one, and if people are impatient, I guarantee you they'll get this and try to mock up, use the head sculpt to do something totally different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know
we all said that when this figure actually dropped. We're like, you know what? I bet a lot of collectors are going to go after this head sculpt just to pop it on their John Wick figure.
Exactly.
Exactly. So
It's true. Well, I have a couple more, and then we're going to move on real quick. But I think one people are forgetting about is Carnage.
I'm definitely
because that layout, I had it pre-ordered at one point, but I knew I could cancel and get my NRD back because I knew I can get it cheaper. But I'm almost certainly going to get this.
I was forgetting about it because it's $510. Man.
Yeah, that's true. I forget it, $500. But I think that could be why. But I think I think it might be discounted.
Brought that some bitch down to $390, and I'm
glad. Nice. Okay. And I think people are going to be able to get this.
Yeah, bro.
I think so. But the thing is fucking massive. Carnage is huge. Look at that. Dude, he's bigger. Like Thanos is not even this big. So I mean, and Thanos is a big ass figure. So I mean, Carnage people are sleeping on. 1, 2 that I want to mention that people are forgetting about are Shang-Chi and Wenwu. Because these head sculpts, especially Shang-Chi's, oh my, amazing. This might sound hyperbolic. I don't think I've ever seen a better Hot Toys head sculpt than this.
Really?
This is a 10 out of 10 head sculpt. This looks like a real person. Gilgamesh is really good too. Gilgamesh is really, really good.
Yeah.
But Wenwu, since they updated it, Wenwu and Shang-Chi are just insane. Oh shit, they made a 10 scale. I kind of want to look at that. But Wenwu, and this is the old head sculpt, and I still thought this was good, but the updated version is much better. Yeah. I'm not sleeping on these. I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna pre-order them probably again, but I'm gonna get these as soon as I can get them. Yeah.
Do you guys notice that we're hyping up Marvel again?
Like
a lot of these things.
Well, you know how much I love Shang-Chi, Mario. Like Shang-Chi to me is like one of my favorite films ever. Not just Marvel. Like I absolutely love Shang-Chi. Like
but you know what? Also, it's because we know that Star Wars moves more units than Marvel. To be quite honest,
they are right now.
They are. They're moving more units, and if people aren't really concentrating on Marvel right now because again, we don't want to admit it, but a lot of people are, and I'm a comic head to the heart, but a lot of people are basically in that state of fatigue right now because films have been lackluster. Sure. So, so the focus is like less on these particular. Also, we don't think so, but that Yelena is going. I'm telling you, it's going to be a sleeper.
That could be a sleeper. Yep,
that's going to be a sleeper.
Well, I will tell you. Like I know Carlos talked about this too. Wenwu has all the signs of a future Grail. Like he's going to be great. So
can I one other thing too, man? I gotta show some love to DC, but the thing is that I don't really consider it a sleeper because I think a lot of us really wanted it for those that have the rest of the Justice League is Cyborg.
Oh hell yeah!
I
would say people are sleeping on it at the moment. I mean,
no
one's really talking about it. And it's supposed to come out soon this year.
It's actually a couple months away, I believe, if not just around the corner.
Yeah, it says October.
This is another one
December.
too. So. Yeah, this is another one too, man. I mean, that I know a lot of us were asking for those who built the team. Where's Cyborg? Where's Cyborg? Where's Cyborg? And it finally came out. Now that we finally have it, it's just one of those things that Hot Toys is just coming out with so many damn figures, bro. We forget what was already given to us, man, for pre-order. We never really talk. I mean, for me, is that I can see that some of us don't just take the time and appreciate, first of all, what we already have, or may not appreciate as much what we already have, but then we're always excited about what's coming next. Okay, we got that one. Cool. I want to get it. What's coming next? It's like we always got to feed that itch, bro. But at the same time, it's just like, just consider what you got coming into and what you've already got. I understand the excitement of getting a new figure too, bro. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
and you know what?
Somebody in
the chat says something that's very interesting, but yet true. The reason why a lot of these figures are probably going to get slept on and unforgotten is because of the wait and how long it's actually been since the movie dropped. How long it's been since Shang-Chi dropped, and we have to wait a couple more, probably another year. You know what I mean? It's just how far they push out these release dates. You know what I mean? Like, that's, and then again and once it does release, you got to wait another 2 to 3 months if you get it through certain companies like Sideshow or whatever. Well, lately that's changed.
Yeah, it's changed.
So they
now,
are basically increasing how quickly they get these particular figures, and the turnaround is a lot quicker. But yeah, I mean that's the point. It's a good point. It's definitely a good point.
It's true. Well, all right, guys, great thoughts on that one. Let's move on to the next topic. Like I said, there's so many good sleeper figures out there, but I want to address this one because I know this isn't exactly a statue live stream, but we like to talk about them every now and then. And I know, Lael, this is going to be one. What'd you say, Mario?
Yeah, we love to talk about statues here, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah, we do,
come
but
on.
not everyone's going to win. Like some people are going to.
I know.
But I will say, we all love, us three love statues. We're not mostly statue collectors. I think all three of us have more figures than we have statues. But at the same time, when you see something great like this, I do think it's worth mentioning, at least briefly. This Black Adam is quarter scale and comes with a throne. It's $900. That's really good. That's a really good price. And honestly, they showed this at the Thailand Comic-Con. The head sculpt is pretty damn good. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's like a 9. I mean, it looks really good. And like for $900, I mean, the Loki with rooted hair is like $11.50 or something. So, I mean, this is pretty good price, considering you get a throne with it too. But Lael, is this something you would consider, or are you just going to stick with the 1.6?
For now, I'm gonna stick with the 1.6, man, because like I said, I got to be really, really cautious about space now when it comes to statues, because even however big this basement is, there are spacing issues. So for now, and that's not taken away from the piece and how beautiful it is. I love the actual throne. I'm like the nice touch on that. How they have him sitting. Hopefully, and you know what? I'm really hoping like a third-party company releases the throne for a 6-scale figure, because that would be phenomenal. That would be amazing to kind of reenact this particular pose. I would love to do something like that. But yeah, it's a beautiful piece, bro, and the head sculpt looks good. And I would actually say that the sculpt on this, in a sense, especially they got the nose right. It's not as wide. That nose, man. I hope they get that better. But anyway, no, like I like this piece, bro. What would set it over the top, though? If this is Queen Studio, right?
Yeah, that's John. I think it's got to be. He's always putting himself in these photos.
Yeah. But yeah, like seriously, and shout out to John, man. We had a conversation, so shout out to John if you're watching, man. Peace with you, brother. You got support from some people here, bro. Not everybody, but you got some love and support.
Absolutely.
As much as you need, I will continue to support you, bro. But what would probably set this piece off, set it over the top? Oh, never mind. Never mind. They just answered my question.
What's up?
Does that light up?
I think so.
Is it light up? Is it a light up feature for that?
Yep, light up. The lightning bolt.
There you go.
They
never mind. Then they got it. That's what I'm talking about. If that would have lit up, if they can do it some way where that lights up.
Yeah, they got it. Yep.
That's dope. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. You know what?
900?
Who knows, bro? When is it supposed? Is it already up for pre-order?
Yeah, it's up now. So it's gonna come out Q4 of next year. That's about right.
Yeah.
I'll
think about it. 900. That's not bad.
900 ain't not bad. I mean, for the Hot Toys, you're gonna pay like $450 probably out the door. So yeah, this is about maybe 3 times as much with shipping and stuff, but not too bad. But Mario, what do you think, man? What do you think about this Black Adam?
Another throne piece, man. The thing with the statue community, bro, there's a lot of there are so many throne pieces that are out there, man. I mean, the Thanos on throne, I know that's a grail amongst a lot of collectors, along with the Doctor Doom on throne. So there's just so many. We just got a Batman on throne from Prime 1. There's so many throne pieces,
bro. And you can't forget, you know what they're gonna do probably next? Namor on throne.
Yeah.
There you go.
I cannot wait to see him. He looks great.
I got to say Daenerys. I'm not gonna say this is a throne piece, but I mean it kind of mimics it. In a sense, it can be. Yeah, it can be. But I mean, look, I think aesthetically this thing is gorgeous, dude. It's I mean, the thing is too is that Hot Toys, they did mimic the throne already from their base. That's one thing that I got to give it up to Hot Toys specifically, is because of the diorama base, that you can actually do a little bit more, with it. I mean, but that's not to take away anything from this piece, man. It's got a ton of presence, man. I mean, but for me personally, I don't think the sculpt is there. The likeness isn't really there. I think maybe like a good 8, maybe 8.5.
Okay.
If tops, for me personally, there's just something about it there. I just think it's just off. I think Hot Toys has a better representation of it. I don't know if it's a I gotta look at it again because I don't not really recall like any type
Hot Toys
of,
definitely has
like,
that people's eyebrow better, bro. Like,
yeah, they do have the people's
yeah.
eyebrow.
Yeah, but I mean, still, regardless of the people's eyebrow or not, I mean, you still want to have that likeness as much as possible. But I mean, I love the pose. I love the pose how he's just sitting there, just all,
that's decent.
you know, like, yeah, come at me, what's up? I still haven't seen the movie yet, you know, so I really don't have any frame of reference about this particular scene. But it's a gorgeous piece, man. And for $900, that is a deal, bro. We just saw the Carnage for $510.
Yep.
I mean, you step up a little bit more, just a little bit, and you're gonna get yourself a bigger quarter scale piece with a lot of presence with this throne, you know, and it lights up too, you know. So yeah, shout out to Queen Studios, man, for just making these quarter scale pieces really, really affordable.
And the footprint Mario doesn't look that big. I mean, it's you know, it looks pretty reasonable. It's made out of resin, bro. So yeah, but
that's why. Yeah, okay.
It's not polystone, it's resin. So maybe that's why the price is a little bit lower.
The price down. Exactly.
Right. So, but still.
I love the concept, man. It looks great.
Yeah. And people love stuff on Throne. It's totally true, Mario. That's a great point by you because people love anything on Throne. But Thanos on Throne, it could be Danny on Throne, John was never even on the throne, but John on Throne, and people want it. So, like, it's like, you know, so, but yeah. So, yeah, guys, I think that's pretty cool. Something for people to check out. I wanted to show you guys something, and this is kind of giving us, like I said, an avenue to explore something that I want to explore. So Sideshow just posted a video recently, right? I'm going to full screen it for us, of the Asmus Nazgul, right? The ring wraiths. So what you'll see here is a pretty good figure. I mean, it has diecast parts and diecast weapons and stuff, right? But the reason I kind of want to bring this up is because I think a lot of us do this, right? The Asmus Nazgul is pretty good, but we know, because they've already said so, that InArt is going to be making one. So this is, I think, something that we can explore insofar as, do collectors, should they hold out for supreme quality? Because sometimes you can just buy the piece that's available to you right now. That's pretty good. And you can be happy and have a representation of that character. Or you could roll the dice a little bit and hold out for the supreme version. So kind of like what people might be doing, this is what I'm doing, with the Christian Bale Batman, right? InArt has already said they're going to be making one. We don't know when. DX19 is out right now. It's fantastic. It's a great figure, right? But InArt could be a little bit better. We don't know. Like, it could be because the prototypes they've been showing have been great. So, Leia, what about you, man? I know you, with Lord of the Rings, I know you're kind of off and on with it, but as far as this question goes, do you ever feel like you want to hold out for a supreme version if you know one might exist, or you just kind of grab the one that you like right now?
Well, okay. So I'll give you an example.
Okay.
And I'm glad you mentioned this because so over the weekend, last show we had, the last show that we actually talked about, we were presenting, you guys were presenting figures to Toya. You hear the dryer back there?
Oh, yeah. I remember I was presenting figures to Toya too. Yeah.
Did you get the dryer back there? Though?
Yeah. Is it going off right now?
Yeah. That's just going to become a running thing. This the dryer because he has a dryer out there. So check it out. So anyway, so Toya went out and she got the Mars Toys Joker.
Oh, she did.
Yes, she did. She did. And that's because, and she told me that today. And I was like, oh, you know, excited about it. Definitely. It's like, you didn't have to do that. But I mean, she did it. You know what I mean? Because she took everybody's advice, but she found one that was available at a reasonable price. And it's the Mars Toys version. Now, I know the dominant version is the Hot Toys version, but that motherfucker's expensive. So I don't really expect her to get that. And I'll be excited to have the one that I get in hand. And I'll just take it as that. It's always a space to basically have superior figures. We always know we want to go after the superior example. Case in point, Joker. You know what I mean? We going after that particular figure. It's the superior one that's right now. I'm not going after anything else right now because of expense. I just have to hold off until that Wonder Woman, which we probably won't see for another 2 years. But, you know, whatever it is, we'll see it. It doesn't matter. But my point is, again, there's a lot of people that will go after, you know, the dominant, the most superior piece, but we do have individuals who are impatient and they want it when they can get it, and they'll actually go for this particular version. And I don't really think, to be quite honest, there's a right or wrong way to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that people will do what they can with what they will. And if you get this particular piece, I mean, you know, or what they have, I'm sorry. So, you know, if you have this particular piece in hand, if you get it, you know, get your hands on it, I'm pretty sure people will, you know, do what they can to make it look good. And I think it'd be quality. But there's people who will hold out. And I figured, like, if you've waited this long to get it, you might as well just wait longer until you get that superior piece. and just have something in hand that might, just be a bit better, more quality. But then it also comes down to expense. If this is cheaper, if people can get this in hand and make it look good, then I'll say go for it. I mean, that's the way I sit. But the superior piece is always going to trump. That's just
right. We always want the best, all of us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it depends on the character too, Lael. Like if you just want a Nazgul, but it's obviously not Aragorn or Legolas, right? So it's
like
not
I'm not going to definitely settle for a third party Mario. I want somebody who's going to give me
I want license for
a
Mario.
superior piece. I want like this, I don't want a sculpted beard. You know what I mean? I want to, come on, man.
Bro.
Yeah, full experience.
Like
I want the rooted beard. You know what I mean? I want to swap out, hat that I can turn it frontwards, backwards. You know what I mean? I just want that. I wanted to come with some free Disney passes. I want all that. You know what I mean? Like,
free, you say,
it should.
Wow.
As accessories.
Exactly. And especially USB function.
Hey. Yeah. Gotta come with a churro too, right? I mean,
gotta come with a churro, man. Always.
It should. It should,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying. Like the superior version is gonna always trump. That's
it will. So it just depends how patient you are, I guess. Yeah. So I agree with you. So Mario, what do you think, man? We can just use it through the lens of the Nazgul here, but is there anything kind of that maybe you're holding out for, or maybe you sold in anticipation for, looking for the Supreme version? Because I did know Carlos wanted me to point out the bottom of the drape, like the bottom of the figure. Like you can see here, it looks like they cut it with scissors. Like it
does.
It looks pretty rough, right? So that's kind of like, I know people were mentioning like it doesn't have a face. How much better could it be? I get that, but I think as far as like the armor looks pretty good, but as far as the robes go, I think it could be improved. Like it's not bad. But Mario, what do you think? How do you view this? Thanks so much, by the way, Carlos.
Yeah, there's one of the things that look, I really enjoy the Lord of the Rings line a lot. I mean the movies a lot. But the thing is that with Asmus having the license, there's nothing that really has intrigued me or been wanting me to go buy a figure. Nothing at all. I can't lie though that I was kind of tempted by the Crown Series Gandalf. It did look all right, but the thing is, he looks like the Walking Dead, bro. And those eyes, I just can't get past that, man. I mean, I've seen some photos where it does look better than others, but still, I mean, still, again, not enough. But it wasn't until I saw the Inarch one where I said, shit, I think I'm in. So in that particular case, yeah, for me personally, it's definitely worth holding out. But then on the other hand, too, Lael mentioned the Mars Joker. Now, I thought he was talking about the 66, but he's talking about the 89. Going back to the Cesar Romero Joker, that's one thing that I know that I've been wanting in my collection for the longest time is the rest of the 66 Batman Rogues Gallery, right? Hot Toys did tease that Joker for a long time ago, but it never came out. They teased the Batmobile, never came out.
Yeah.
So I've already, and that was years ago. So I've already accepted the fact that we're not going to get him at all. So when I see a third-party company that, to me, in my opinion, looks good enough, and that portrait looked amazing. We saw, I mean, not just from the photos they solicited, but an actual video of the painted head sculpt. It looked great. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the risk on that and order that, which I already did. So I'm really hoping that one's gonna be great as well. But for me personally, man, if you're really gonna like wait for something, right? And I know Hot Toys could do it, but it's kind of difficult to say because I fall in that same camp where usually I would want to wait. I would want to hold out for the superior version of whoever brings it out.
But you just
never
know.
The thing is, if something is good enough, where I can have the representation that I've been wanting for the longest time, I'm gonna go and get it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword in a sense,
Great point, bro. Great point, because that's just the way I felt about what is it? Katana, yeah, that katana that I basically got from So Toys. No one else has released that, and having it in hand, it's a beautiful piece. You know what I mean? It looks just like the figure, it looks just like the character. So I agree, Mario. If you can get it and it's a good representation, because that Cesar Romero, bro, that piece is fucking phenomenal. Gorgeous. You can't take away from it. This case in point. There's
another one.
Exactly. This piece right here is brilliant. Like literally the color, everything. And the note it actually comes with, like, I mean, it's full on
die-cast armor, die-cast weapons. Yep.
Come on, man. Like
figures. Dude, shout out to Joao, man. He's doing the Lord's work, man, showing us all these third-party figures, man. And I love it. I love what he does, bro.
Yeah. And I have this figure right over there. It's really, really good. And you guys bring up a really good thing to explore here. you have to also kind of gauge the market for it. Like, honestly, like I don't think anyone's going to make a licensed Scorpion anytime soon, as far as the movie goes, right? Like Prime 1 might make it, but this, like, if I thought that Scorpion was definitely going to be made by someone, then I might not have gotten this, right? And I might have missed out on something really great. But when I bought this, I said, nobody's making this. I was like, nobody's going to make this in a licensed capacity. So to me, like Mario said, it's a good enough representation. And this one's actually really good, but it's a good enough representation sometimes with a third party figure where you know they're not going to make it. Like Lim Toy's Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2, right? Nobody's making Arthur Morgan. So I might as well buy that if I want an Arthur Morgan. So that's something you have to factor in.
But at the same time, we did get who was this? Was it Soso that did the Vulture? Or not the Vulture, the Green Goblin?
Yeah,
and along with Doc Ock. You know, and what happened? Hot Toys went ahead and they released their own.
They
look
did.
incredible,
you know what?
man. It's complete. Cable's another one too.
Cable's another one. But Cable we should have probably known. Yeah.
The Cable's dope, but here's the thing though, because I got so I got the Toys Era, both the Toys Era Green Goblin and the Doc Ock, and I love them. Like I literally love those particular figures, bro, because articulation is there. Like everything what I want from those particular figures are there, and I have no problem with it. That's why I didn't pre-order any of those. But the newer version, like the Hobo version, is the ultimate version to me to get because it's different and it's more comic accurate. So that's what I'm saying. Like the beauty of all this, bro, is the simple fact that we always go back to the important point is that there's options. We have options. We know what we can get, we can have. Like this thing is, I don't care what anybody says, bro. It is beautiful once you have it in the hand and you see it. Everything that you want from this piece, it is beautiful, bro. And I love it. And I am not ashamed that the glider's on point. Everything that I want from it. It just the glider doesn't light up, but who cares? I hate putting batteries and stuff anyway. But I mean, we all do. But for what I got for this, I think I got my money's worth, and I'm happy, bro. I am so happy about this piece. I'm glad I have it. But I mean, to each their own. I mean, but again, it's just the simple fact that we have options now, and that's what I love.
Yeah. Good.
Well, let me ask you something too. Let me throw this around the other way.
Yeah, throw it at me.
What if there's something that's already out there? Say the Leo mentioned the DX08 Nicholson Joker, 89 Joker.
Okay.
The Anakin Darkseid version.
Yeah.
Like the one
you might know where I'm going with this. So we see a third party coming out with something that, may not be up to par with that standard, but you have an affordable option. Indiana Jones is another one, which looks pretty decent as well.
That one turned out pretty good, I thought. Yeah.
And the thing is that y'all, considering that some of these figures are like ridiculously overpriced that you wouldn't want to get them licensed, but when a third party company gives you the option to pick up something that might be there, would you guys consider that?
See, that's always been a temptation, Mario. I probably would not. I mean, as of now, there's not been anything. Like for one, that Anakin, the hair is
oh my god, bro! I'm so glad
that
got you there. There is potential there, but because I want to just put product in it, try to cut it, try to style it, man. I'm kind of tempted, to be honest.
Well, but I get that, but I'd rather almost just pay the extra and buy the Darkseid Anakin. I would. I'm with you, Leia. I would pass personally. That's a really good question, Mario. I would say overall, no, I wouldn't do that because if there's a licensed equivalent that I know is good, I live by the rule, buy nice or buy twice. So if something nice is available to me, I'm going to pay for that and I'm pay extra because I know what I'm getting, right? The third party, like if I don't have any other option, like Scorpion, right? I'll buy it because I'm like, okay, I don't really have a choice. Or Arthur Morgan or when I had the Last of Us figures, right? Yeah. For one example, I sold the Last of Us third party figures because I don't know anything, but I think InArt might do them at some point because John said they get that request more than anything for video games. So I was like, they might do that. So I'm going to sell these in the hope that a couple years from now, they might do them. Right. But I'm with you, Mario. I would say I would pass personally on those. What do you think, Leo? Would you buy a great, like say the Yondu, if a third party makes a Yondu, and someone did, didn't they? Didn't someone make a Yondu? Third party? I thought someone did, and they had like a smiling head sculpt. It looked kind of weird. Remember? Like,
that's right. I think like they did. That rings a bell.
Put it this way, not every third party is for the faint of heart. And definitely I pick and choose on certain third party figures. But if I see one, for instance, I don't care what nobody says, that So Toy Kingpin is superior.
Oh yeah.
That's a banger, man.
That John is incredible, bro, to the point where I'm just like, yeah, I'm happy. Like, exactly, and to have that piece next to your black suited dead Daredevil.
Why did
Bro.
you show this?
Whoa, Joao.
Joao, right? Going on.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, doing the Lord's work for everybody.
Yeah, bro. But that
Mhm.
looks good, bro. That piece looks good, and have it in hand, it's just like you would have a superior piece. So,
Yep.
again, it's a touch and go situation, but like I said, I mean, with So we know they've been crushing it. The only thing I think that they lately that I think that they need to redo, in my opinion, because I did not like the head sculpt, is what is it? Bloodsport. Yeah.
Yeah. The helmet is great.
Really?
The helmet is
yeah.
The helmet
I
is
think
great.
that one. I will completely make an exception to that because I don't need to display the head sculpt. It'd be nice
No,
considering who the actor is, but
right,
that helmet
but
was
that helmet
phenomenal.
but yeah, the head sculpt is kind of important
like
for that
Grady
one.
Wilson, bro. I just can't.
But this is a good example, by the way, Leo, for Kingpin, right? Because say, for example, the people remember the quarter scale Kingpin that was made, and everyone was like, "Well, no one's ever really going to make a Kingpin, so I might as well buy this one." If you had bought that one, you got a way fucking oversized figure, and you could have waited and got this one, right? So that's an example. Like one, by the way, that I'm kind of on the fence on. The So-So Homelander. I originally liked the head sculpt, but the more I look at it, I was like, I don't feel like I want to settle for that. I want a Homelander really bad, but I don't want to settle for it if it's Bloodsport quality. You know what I mean? Like that's because Homelander, he doesn't have a helmet
pack or something like that with a bunch of sculpts.
Yeah, I saw that one. And that one was I was kind of like So-So with not pun not intended, but I was kind of like So-So on too, right? So I don't know. I really want a Homelander, but John's already said they're not going to do it, so because they can't.
See what he did, right?
Yeah, he did that. You saw he did that real quick.
He went there.
I was smooth as fuck with that one, but
you were.
Yeah. So, but
that bald head of yours, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's what it's for. It's all that knowledge, bro. No room for hair. So, but yeah, so guys, good chat on that one. Let's move on to the next one because this one I think is a big picture topic too that I think maybe we don't discuss enough. Tips for new collectors, right? This, I mean, there's got to be some people in the chat here tonight that are fairly new, right? And if you are, thank you so much for joining. And you're in a safe place here, so it's gonna be fun to talk about some stuff here. But you know, we've all been collecting. I'm probably the rookie here, right? I've probably only been doing it. What, Mario? I started streaming with you guys like 3 to 4 years ago, maybe. Yeah. So I mean, it's been about that long, pretty much. So yeah, and I know Lael's been in the game a lot longer than I have, and you too, Mario. So what kind of like 3 tips would you generally pass on to collectors? Because I think I have a few, but I want to let you guys kind of take the first stab at this. So Lael, what do you think? Like, what 3 tips would you give to a new 1/6 collector specifically?
3 tips. Patience. Patience, number 1. You know, when you, again, because we all had to learn this. Like when we got in the game, when we started collecting figures, we put these pre-orders down or we pay for these figures expecting it to come sooner than later. Patience right now is what it is. Like when you pre-order a figure and if it doesn't hit, unless it's one of those situations occasionally where you can get it cheaper, just be patient. Once it drops, you know, whatever, and take your time because like sometimes you'll cancel a figure, ended up getting it elsewhere thinking you're getting a better deal. Or, you know, for a lot of reviewers, then that's just the way it is. Reviewers is totally different. But if you're a new collector, there's no reason for you to pick up a day one figure from another company paying more than what you have to. You know, just wait. Just be patient, especially if you're getting it, you know, at a reasonable price. Don't do that. Don't mess yourself up. So be patient. That's probably the most important thing because you have to be. Right now it's just a force and you just have to be that way. Secondly, only buy figures that you love. Plain and simple.
That was one of mine.
Like literally, bro, like and we're all going to probably say it. Buy figures that you basically love. Don't buy it because everyone else is talking about this figure. Buy it because you love it. Because there's a lot of figures that I've passed up on because I didn't have that personal connection to it. And I'm not going to do it just because someone else says it. I have to have a personal connection to it. And that's why I buy. So definitely do. And a lot of us have fell victim to it and we've learned the hard way. So again, you know, you end up with a piece in your collection that you don't really want, or you're like, damn, like I have no space. I have to get rid of it. And you try to sell it. Right now is not a good time to sell anything because you know, figures aren't moving like that. So again, be patient. I mean, only buy figures that you love. You know what I mean? Don't fall victim to that. Number 3, I would want to say budget.
Damn, you put 2 of mine, dude.
I'm sorry.
We're on the same page, dude.
Just budget. That's what we are. Like, just budget.
I know you and I think alike, dude.
Yeah, bro, budget, because like it's hard times right now with the economy. Don't set yourself or sell yourself short and set yourself back. Just budget. Again, we got like a lot of things out there, like payment plans or, that can help out with people, or set money aside, or try to find the best deal. Plain and simple. Try to find the best deal that you can find that's going to, help you. If there's figures out there, because we've seen like figures that have actually sat for a long period of times, eventually they go on sale. If you have patience and you want to get that figure, if you know it's something that's going to sit and you can get it at a decent price, then do that. But just really, really, really that's what I'm saying. Patience, only collect figures that you love, and budget. That's my 3.
Those are some really good ones. Layout. But Mario, what do you think, man? Like, what 3 tips would you give to a new 1/6 collector, or maybe to yourself several years back when you first started out?
Oh man, no regrets, dude. Damn the budget, buy everything, go ham, man, get everything you want.
After the budget.
Exactly, bro. One of the things, especially right now with the current trend that we're in, what I would suggest, first of all, buy something in stock right now to see if you like it. If there's a character out there that you may be looking at that looks good to you, get it. Don't get any pre-orders yet, just so you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
Right now, right? If you get something in stock, you see, and you get it, pick it up. The head sculpt is on point. It's got a good amount of accessories for you. The body moves the way that you wanted. The outfit's on point. And then you might, get your feet wet so you know what you're getting yourself into. That's one of the main things. I'm trying to skew a little bit, because Leo did take a couple good points.
Leo had a lot of good ones
with the budget and everything else.
Let me go first.
But one thing, what's going on right now, especially this year, we've been seeing a lot of sales going on during particular seasons. But this year's not the first time. We've actually seen it before previously. We always see Spooktacular, the Halloween time. We always see sales for that. We always see sales for Black Friday. We're starting to see sales right now for the Comic-Con season. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you're looking at something and expect it to drop around a particular, if it drops within that area, within that time frame, maybe consider not pulling the trigger on that, just because you might get yourself a little bit of more of a deal than if you were to pre-order it offhand. Okay. Again, trying to find the best deal. That's what we want to do. But those are the time frames that I've noticed, throughout my collecting career, is that those are the times when we usually have sales, along with along with New Year's and Christmas time. So you'll get yourself maybe like at least maybe $25 off of something. Depending on what it is. But don't just another thing too. Sideshow figures aren't hot toys. Okay, for the new collectors out
People
there,
need to understand that.
Since you guys need to know that. Okay, Sideshow figures. So if you get something, you're like, oh man, this figure's a piece of crap. The joints are all loose. It doesn't look that great. I thought these were supposed to be like superior. Well, it's like you probably bought a Sideshow figure. So just keep that in mind as well. All right. I know I've seen a lot of newer collectors. I've also seen a lot of newer collectors, man.
It is true. People do think the two are synonymous, but they're not. Yeah.
So when the Mandalorian came out, right? There's holes in the cape. Is there supposed to be a hole in the cape? Sometimes there is. Yes.
It's fine.
It's weathering, bro.
You pick up an Iron Man. He said, "Hey, is there supposed to be scratches on this thing?" Yes.
Sometimes yes. Weathering. Hell yeah.
It's weathering. So
and we like it that way.
Normal. Yeah. So don't freak out if you get something in hand where it seems damaged. That could be intentional. So, but again, continue to ask the community. But yeah, I think one of my last ones too, man, is that shit. I just lost my train of thought, bro.
Nah, it's good, man. Those are really good ones.
Again, just be patient as well. That's another good one. Mind your budget. Just keep an eye on when things are coming out, and just try to collect within your means. Right. Again, just test the waters for something you have in stock, and then just mind your budget. That's one of the main things.
Yeah.
Pick a lane also, man. If there's a lot of stuff that's coming out within Star Wars or Marvel or DC or elsewhere, just you may want to try to stick to that if there's just too much, that's coming out. Or if you want to enjoy, some of everything, just be extremely selective and just get what you like from each IP. There's a lot of good stuff out there, man, and it's really difficult to stick just to one lane. But
that's definitely true.
But when you're done with that, step up to the big boys, get yourself some quarter scale statues, man, and then boom, you'll be happy.
There you go. Get yourself a statue, and then you
get yourself a statue.
Yeah.
Man.
So
especially if the pose on that statue and the base is dope.
Yeah, It's a different experience.
Because
It really
that
is.
right there,
What the is it Asajj Ventress?
that is my number one figure. That's my bro. I love that. I love
That's your
that
number one
statue.
collectible?
That aside from Jyn Erso is my number one
Aside from
collectible,
Jyn-
bro.
Yeah, don't disparage Jin's
I
name.
love that. I love that Asajj, bro. It was worth the wait. Definitely love it.
That statue's really nice. It is really nice. So guys, yeah, you guys dropped some real heavy, great knowledge on us there. I have a few that I'll just kind of add to because Lael had mentioned the one. The way I would term it is buy what you love, not what you like.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. That was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn, actually, and I still sometimes struggle with it because, which we're going to talk about next, some of these deals, right? Some of these deals, you see things and you're like, man, but that's a hell of a good deal. And sometimes it's even a figure that I had before that I sold. And I'm like, yeah, but it's a good deal. I'm like, but do I really love it? If I did, I probably would have kept it, right? So it's one of those. So I think that's a good way to curate and consolidate your collection, buying what you love that you don't want to get rid of, at least for a couple years at least, not what you like, right? So I think that's pretty important. The next one would be, like Leia had mentioned as well, building a budget. I would say build a monthly and a yearly budget. That's what I do. That helped me a lot because before I did that, I was all over the place. I was pre-ordering everything left and right, didn't realize how much I'd accumulated. I've mentioned this story a bunch. And it's something that really can tally up and hurt your bank account and put you in not a good spot, and it becomes stressful, and collecting shouldn't be stressful. The last point I would give that no one mentioned, value display as much as you do the collectible. So this is something that's really important, right? Because you guys, Leo, you got an amazing display of DTOFs. Mario's got Module cases. I'm going to have Module cases eventually. Display is a really big, important part of this that I think some people overlook, right? So I think we all do it. Like right now, I have tables set up behind me, right? I've not put in much of my display because I'm waiting on Module cases. So, but when I do have the Module cases, I'm going to be very excited to display these things properly, right? But that's super important because the classier your display looks, it's cool. It's not just to impress other people, but to walk into your collection and kind of be proud of it. You're like, this is like something I put together. Like it just looks real classy, like a museum, right? My own personal museum. Yeah. So I think if you value display as much as your collectible, you're going to want to go into your collection room more to enjoy what you have in theory. Do you guys agree with that?
No, I agree.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
So display is important. Yeah. So
absolutely.
Display up, everything. Yeah.
That we didn't mention too. I think shop around.
Yeah, shop around.
Get yourself involved with some of these groups. There's a lot of Facebook groups out there that are really, really helpful that can lead you towards better deals than what you would see like from an official distributor like Sideshow.
Yeah.
Right. It'll open up your it'll open up your experiences to dealing with supporting other mom and pop shops that are out there that could give you a lot better deal than Sideshow. Another thing to keep in mind as well.
Yeah, definitely is. So guys, great thoughts on that one. I want to wrap that topic. Yeah, what's up, Leo?
Something real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
This is off topic.
What you want?
What's up, bro?
You know who has the funniest sack face when they get sacked? Bro, who hates it so much you can see it on his face every time he gets sacked.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Just straight.
Have you seen that one picture of him laying down with his helmet like falling off? It's hilarious.
He hates it so bad.
Yeah, bro. Well, his team is like really. He's not playing great, but his team's been pretty shitty.
Bro, he just got sacked, isn't
it? Well, the Bills are the best team in the league.
Yeah, they're good.
The Bills are the best team. Yeah, they really are. But
Yeah.
guys, before we jump to the next topic, Lane Kramer dropped a super chat. Thanks so much, Lane. Sorry for the delay in getting to this one. He said, "What do you guys think of that zombie cap from Sideshow?" I thought it looked really good, actually. I thought it looked really cool. I think they showed it in a video today, didn't they? Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think it's the Hot Toys.
But is it up for pre-order yet?
But it's from Sideshow.
I don't think so.
Because I think that's a Hot Toys zombie cap.
Is it a statue? Hold on, let me pull it up because I have it.
Don't know.
I think it's the Hot Toys. Yeah, it's the Hot Toys. So yeah, they showed it.
Oh.
So when the hell is it going up for pre-order?
It should be soon, but it looks really cool.
It does look good.
Yeah, let me show the face.
Hell yeah. And if that's for what if, I will have it.
There we go. Yep. I think that looks pretty
Look at
dope.
that. That's cool, man.
Oh yeah, that's incredible. That's
That's a really cool, unique looking figure.
But we saw this a year ago, didn't we?
I know
it's
it
still
ain't
not up for pre-order yet.
I would assume it would be up soon because why would they keep showing it? I think they got to put it
man.
up.
Hurry up. Come on, man.
Dude, I'm waiting for that the stealth suit cap to drop, man. They teased everybody last week. There's only 300 pieces available, or whatever edition.
Did you go put yourself on a wait list?
Yeah, of course I did, man. I got some RSVP for that thing, bro. I'm trying to build up my endgame line. Damn it, I need that piece.
I'm on one wait list. It's the Vader DX because that hologram.
Yeah.
So Yeah, so I kind of slept on it a little bit, but
He said it's RSVP still. Fucker.
I was gonna say, wait, did you say waitlist?
yeah, the waitlist because it's the exclusive timed one. That's what it was.
No. Leo, you mentioned
Leo, okay.
Is that Cap already on waitlist?
No. The RSVP.
I was like, wait, did I miss it?
Zombie.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Mario was like,
Hold
God
up.
damn it.
No. Not that guy.
Yeah, right. So, guys, we got to talk about this because speaking of Sideshow, we got Spooktacular going on right now. It's about to end, I think, tonight, as far as I'm aware, right? So there's 13% off for almost everything in stock, not everything, but they got daily deals, one of them being this Boba Fett. I know that's the talk of the town right now. This Morgan has obviously been on sale for a while, by the way, and that's a great looking figure too. But Boba Fett right now is 25% off free shipping. So you're paying tax on top of that $371, but you're not paying shipping. So this is a great deal. We've had 13% off on other stuff. Have you guys bought anything? Is this a good enough deal? Or are you kind of holding out for gifts giving? Are you holding out for Black Friday? You're holding out for Christmas? What do you think, Leo?
Have this print already, but I mean, for everybody else who may want it, it might be a decent deal, a dope deal for them. I'm still holding out, man, because I mean, I got points saved up. I got stuff that I want to get, but again, I'm just waiting because I mean, these haven't been good enough deals for me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 13%. It's still really generous, but it's not
generous,
it's not
but it's
quite
exactly, bro. It's just not there yet. You know, I mean, come on, man. They can stop being stingy and add a little bit more, and I think they will. I think
yeah. Yeah, because I mean, this is a really good deal, Leo. Like, if you didn't already have this 2-pack, would you pick it up for this price? Because I mean, this is pretty solid.
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
like, hell yeah. And I think anybody who wants it, this is a dope deal. Do that. You know what I mean? Definitely do it. You know what I mean? I would, because they're getting smarter, man. Like, they are really, really getting smarter, and they know they are trying to get rid of some shit. So, I mean, I would definitely do it. If not, I mean, you don't know. You never know.
No, yeah. And Charlie, to clarify, Leo's saying this one is a good deal, but 13% off might not be enough to move the needle for most people.
Yeah, this one's definitely
a good deal.
This one's definitely a good deal. Move on this. You know, definitely move on this. This is definitely a great deal. I think it is compared to what it is and how much it actually and it's a good deal. And on top of that, you have, insurance on this.
You do. Yeah.
And if there's a problem, you know who you can go directly to and they'll get you, you know what I mean? So it's a good deal, good insurance. It's a great piece to pick up. So definitely, I think this is a great deal.
And this is the one I'm tempted by because I'm with you, Leo. I have so many reward points and a gift card. I have like almost $600 in rewards and gift cards. So I'm just saving them. I'm just holding out for something. Like, yeah. So I don't know if I want to get this. I probably won't, because I think this falls into the realm of like, not love. Yeah. And I think that's why I'm just kind of like hesitating with it. As good as a good deal it is. But what do you
Mando versions that I want?
Yeah,
and I'm done. I have this one, and I got the Boba Fett on Throne. I mean, not the Mando, Boba Fett. I have the both this one, the one on Throne, and the arena suit. I'm set. I'm good.
Yeah. And Carlos in the chat, by the way, he's saying hold like in the Mel Gibson. Well, I think it was Braveheart, right? 40% off is coming with free shipping on this one. Trust me. Maybe Black Friday. 40% off and free shipping. That's really this one's gonna sell out at that point. Yeah.
You know what you do, bro? You actually, if you see some of these deals, you pick them up, you put them on a flex plan. And if you get them even cheaper on Black Friday, you call Sideshow, hey man, I want to take advantage of this other deal you got.
Will they do
cancel my order? And, I've done it. I've done it.
All right, Mark. That's a collector tip. You should give people that one.
They've actually got me a couple times, man. I mean, with Captain Marvel recently. Okay, I'm going back on the Endgame line.
Okay.
Right. I picked it up when it was like, I think it was like 15% off or something like that. I was like, okay, that's cool. But then recently they put her up for like 25-30% off. I basically got it for like 170 shipped, so I'm like, shit. So can you guys I got an order that I want to reorder again. You guys might cancel that. I'm like, yeah, we'll do that for you, no problem. And there you go. They
must have your name's really, Mario. They see Lael, they like, oh hell no.
They were like, well, hell no, only for
no, Sideshow's been fairly accommodating, man. The key is to actually call them and not go through support, on the text.
Yeah.
But I definitely say wait for Black Friday, because that's when all the deals are going to come out. I mean, not just from Sideshow. You're going to start seeing Black Friday from like some other mom and pop shops as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like keep an eye out. Why am I drawing a blank right now? Alter Ego is one of them.
Like Steven's Collectibles and stuff.
Steven's Collectibles, Hawk Wars toys. I'm sure Ray over there Underground might have a couple ones. But yeah, some of those other mom and pop shops will give you could possibly give you some good deals as well. And on top of that, these shops are also affiliated with Sideshow, so you're basically gonna have that same customer service if something else does go sideways.
Yeah,
that's something you might want to consider as well. Like for me personally, I actually reached out to Optical about this because I'm considering picking up the tumbler.
dude.
Right?
So am I. So am I. But I'm waiting
because
I'm waiting.
Same. I've got a plan. I've got a plan. All right, because I want to display that with my. I mean, not directly with the Prime 1 Batman that I've got, but I kind of want to create a shelf with just Leon knows he's doing the same thing. It's something I want to do too.
Hell yeah!
Basically, just recreate this. I want the along with a tumbler.
Hell yeah, bro!
But the thing is that this is an okay-ish deal, right? The thing is that $15 shipping for something this big. This is all right. But I just got a feeling that Black Friday, I'm gonna get the deal that I want.
Yeah, I think so.
25-30% off along with free shipping.
Yep.
I want that deal. So me personally, I'm holding off for some of these things. But that's not to say with some of these deals that have come up, they've got me on a couple of them. I got 2 Iron Man figures, bro.
Yeah.
Did you get the Mark 85? Because it was 25% off.
I got the Clean 85. It came out. I put some points to it. I got it basically 300 shipped. Damn. I got the Midas also for the same price, pretty much. And that came out as well. I also picked up the life-size Grogu statue, man, for 300 shipped.
Nice. Oh, yeah, that one was that's a really good statue, by the way. I like
it. It is, bro. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they've been discounting that one for a while. They made a ton of those. But
so when I saw that, I'm like, I think it's finally time to go and pull the trigger on it.
I know Leo already has it, Mario, but I'm totally with you on the tumbler, bro. That's one I'll blow my reward points on because I do want that. And I'm with you though, because the shipping for this is normally like 50 to 60. It's not too crazy, but so 15 is not crazy. But I'm with you, Mario. I think one thing I've noticed with this, and Carlos actually told me this, you can still add 6 of these to the cart, which means they still have a shit ton of them. So they still have a lot of tumblers. So they're going to be sitting on time to kind of try to move them for Black Friday. I think we're going to get 25% off and free shipping on this one.
Be quick about that shit though, because you got to watch it. Because that's the thing is like 25%. If they do give you more of a discount, then it's like, yay, but then you just got to be quick and get them shits. Because I'm telling you, I fell victim to that last, I think a year ago when I wanted to get something and it went on sale and I was like, bet, and I went to grab it and it was gone quick. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck.
Oh, that Trooper recently, what was it, the 501st, the Coruscant one or whatever? Like that one, it was on sale.
Echo, wasn't it?
Echo,
you got. Yeah,
and Coruscant was on sale and then it sold out. Like
it's sold out like that.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because they need to give me that Batman Begins. I need that piece because I want to create a hell of a display with this. And the tumbler, it's like, what they say, to get the hardest part out the way first, which was the tumbler. I mean, that was a beefy thing. I was like, let me get that out. And then once the Batman comes, it'll be available. I can get my hands on that. So yeah, that's what I'm anticipating, bro.
All right,
that's a big ass box, though. Bro.
I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all motherfuckers just made me happy hearing y'all say I want to get that tumbler, bro.
Yeah,
even if you change your mind, I'm still happy that you said it.
Yeah, I do. I've always wanted this layout, but I've just been holding out for a deal. So, and the space for me, but I think I do have space in this closet over here, so I can.
The price isn't bad either. I mean, even in stock at $630, but if you can get this thing 25-30% off plus free shipping. On Black Friday, bro, this is almost a no-brainer.
Say after tax, Mario, this might end up maybe $425 shipped.
Dude,
that's pretty damn good. I mean, that's hard to beat.
No questions asked.
So I mean, that's we'll make the space at that point. But yeah, so guys, let's move on to the next topic. We got a few more here. So I wanted to ask you guys real quick, 2.0s. This is something that we see a lot of too, right? There's probably any number of figures that we could share and use as an example here. But the one that I wanted to pull up recently is one that I actually just had to make a decision on, is this one. It's the Black Panther, the original suit, but this one's actually from the Black Panther film. But to a lot of people, and I'm one of them, this is the best Black Panther suit. I like the other one enough from the film, but this one is perfection. This one's perfection. It's beautiful. I love it. Leo, so I had the Civil War version, and it's fantastic figure. I loved it. This one is an upgrade, maybe about 15% upgrade, I feel like. And originally I was just like, I'm just going to hold my Civil War one. It's already great. But then the more I looked at this one, Sideshow posted a video of it, and I was like, God damn it. I was like, it's better, bro.
It looks good, bro.
So what do you do, Leo? Because for what I do, I sold it. I took a loss on it. I think I sold it for $200. I originally bought the figure for $230. So, and then I got to buy this one for $285 probably. So I am definitely going to get this. But what do you do, Leo, when a 2.0 is announced? How do you handle it? I mean, it's tough.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, luckily, I've been lucky enough not have to worry about that because 2.0s are mainly on figures that I don't have. You know what I mean? That I've missed out on.
Okay.
So I missed out on this one when it dropped. So to see a 2.0 drop, and then now they actually comes with the shield and the additional ritual, or the what is it? What do they call? It comes with the actual helmet itself, or the mask that he wore during the challenge day. So to have that piece, bro, with this, and hopefully now, cross our fingers, we don't know again. Well, you might be right. Maybe they won't give us an updated head sculpt. I'm hoping that they would. I'm hoping. But even if they don't, okay, cool. It's still a superior suit. This suit is beefier. It's to me, this suit is more comic accurate than the one that we actually got. You know what I mean? I love this suit. I love the quality of it. They're giving us that toe articulation that didn't come in the first one, from what I'm heard. You know what I mean? Like, again, I love this piece, bro. And then if you compare and look at the update versus the older version, hell yeah, bro. This is superior suit. I cannot wait. Bro, as soon as one dropped, I pre-ordered this day one. Like literally I did, because I was excited about it. But again, it was a figure that I could not get my hands on. Same as that Selena Kyle. You know what I mean? I know it's available, it's out there, but the 2.0 version with the actual base, I was like, yeah, I can't pass it up. Again, watching and being able to recreate certain scenes. And the thing is, I have this display in mind with her. So, Batman Begins, or even like the DX19 with that Joker, bro. I have this display in my mind of how I want to actually do this and how it would make sense. So definitely I'm excited about that one. But yeah, man, like I said, 2.0s, I'm with that all day. It's a superior version in most cases. Sometimes they do updates, minor updates, bases they upgrade. They add different accessories. If it's something that you don't have in hand, get it. If it's something that you do have in hand, but it's a superior version, then it's like, okay, what do you do? Sell off the one you basically have and get the updated version. But then it's like you run the risk. It's like, okay, sell it off, take a loss, because people already see this and they want this particular version and willing to wait. So again, I definitely don't mind it. It's an exciting time for people who don't have it. But I know, with that being said, there's a lot of people who will get pissed at that. You know what I mean? So
yeah. But I'm with you there, Leo. I do feel like, for example, what I tend to do is sometimes I say I won't, but then I think about it more and then I end up doing it. So I end up selling off the old one and taking a loss, because this ties into the topic we talked about earlier with the Nazgul, right? About wanting the supreme version, and based on what's currently available or up for pre-order at minimum, right? So if you have the original Iron Man Mark III diecast, this one blows it out of the water. I mean, so I know, Mario, you're in a tough spot. Mario, how are you handling this one? Because I know for sure I'm going to buy this, but I don't have the Mark III, because I love the Mark III suit, but I didn't like the diecast one that much. I didn't think it was that great, but this one just blows me away. So, Mario, how are you going to handle this?
Well, here's the thing, man. I mean, with the Iron Man Mark suits that I've got, the 1 through 7, it's difficult to say, because I did pre-order this, but I don't really know what I'm going to do with the other one yet. Because here's the thing, I have the Hall of Armor set too, and to me, this figure is too damn good to be put in a Hall of Armor. I kind of want to display it, with that badass base that it comes with. So in my particular case, I might just hold on to it and just use the original diecast one, slap that in the Hall of Armor for the display, and use this as display separately. Because there's so much going on here. But then there's another one too to think about, is that, I mean, Will, you mentioned it earlier with some of the pricing changes. So when I sold off my Mark 46, it was my baby, but I know, at the time I was like, I should probably make space. I know someone that will probably want it. It went to a good home. But I started to miss it, and then Hot Toys dropped a new one. But damn, what is it, like $450 or something like that? And it's like, or $460. I'm like, shit, that's more, that's more than I paid for it. It's a little bit more, than what I sold it for, and it doesn't come with as much accessories either. So you're kind of, if you sell ahead of time, expecting a 2.0 or a reissue, you're definitely rolling the dice on whether or not you're going to get that same quality that you had with the original release.
Yeah.
Most of the time you're going to be good. Case in point, this Loki, right? I mean, it's going to be much improved to be benefited from today's technologies, compared to when it originally came out. But then again, if you really want to make some money off of it while you can, I always advise to sell them off. You're gonna take a hit, sure. Sometimes you may break even depending on how popular the figure was, because we've seen this Loki drop. This was one that I've wanted for a long time as well, right? But I didn't want to pay $400 for the Avengers one, man. That thing was dated. Yeah. You know, so when they announced this newer one, I'm like, all right, cool. I do like it, but I'm not that much of a fan of the head sculpt. There's this freaking Mark V Reach is another one too.
Yeah, this is like a reissue.
Yo, right? Well, you know, we still haven't got it yet over here. The actual re-release. You know, so I guess
just a matter of time.
I'm sure. It's definitely a matter of time. We'll definitely get it later on, but. Yeah, I think the best course of action always is to. When you need to, just sell it off. Take the hit, put it towards the new one if you really want it, you know. And yeah, just understand, you know, some of the things that might come with that. Like I mentioned before, most of the time it will be as good, but sometimes it may not be.
Yeah, because it's hard, I think, sometimes to project. That's one tip I would give people if you can. But sometimes like the Mark III, right? Like that just came out of nowhere. No one could speculate or project or forecast that. It just pops up out of nowhere, right? But sometimes what I think you can do, like for one, it still hasn't happened yet. I think for sure they're going to do Darkseid Anakin again. Like I think the market is there for that. I think what they're gonna do is, and it's probably gonna piss a lot of people off, but I think they're gonna give us an Anakin, and it's gonna have both head sculpts. It's gonna have the light side and the dark side. It's gonna be a DX, and it'll be probably 375 or something with a different base.
They would have done that already, bro.
Dude, I think it's gonna be from Obi-Wan though. That's what I think they're gonna call. I think that's what they're gonna label it. So because he showed up with Darkseid and without Darkseid in that show, so at least in flashbacks. So I mean, to me, I think they could easily do that, and maybe they won't, but. I saw my Anakin a while back because I was like, dude, I think they might do it. So if you can forecast, that's one tip I would give. But you're right. You guys are both right. Sometimes you don't have a choice. Like if this drops, people are going to, I would say wait a little bit. That's one tip I would give. Wait like at least a week or two, because the groups sometimes cannot always be as friendly. Like when a new one pops up and then you list the old one like the day of, then people will start laughing at you. So if you don't give a shit, that's fine. But I would say wait about a week and then people kind of simmer down a little bit, and then you can start listing your figures at that point. Or list on eBay where you just don't care. But try to avoid eBay if you can because the fees. But 2.0, I mean it's I think if it's improved, which it almost always is, then go for it. If it's the same, if it's a reissue, that's different. A 2.0, but if it's a reissue, then you're probably just fine to keep the one you have. But we always want the Supreme version, I feel like. That's how most collectors tend to be. So to me, it's the best. If you can forecast, try to do that. But sometimes it can blow up in your face. You could sell the figure, and then like I saw my Darkseid Anakin, we still don't have another Darkseid Anakin yet, right? So maybe I'm wrong.
You know, something else you can also consider, bro, is that some of these, I mean, the case in point with the Iron Man figures, some of them do come with swappable battle damage parts.
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, you could, me, because I'm actually kind of thinking about it. I have the Mark I War Machine diecast. I'm actually thinking about picking up another one just so I can display battle damage because it looks amazing like that as well. So that's something you could probably do if you wanted to. You know, if it has battle damage parts, you have the opportunity to pick up a separate second one and display it as battle damage. I mean, you know, it's ultimately at the end of the day, it's ultimately up to you how you want to proceed if your budget allows, you know, for such things. Or even this. Here's another one.
Here's what I'm waiting on.
I've got the Armory. Right, but the thing is that the DX19 came out, and I can display this Batman separately on a bat pod.
That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for this thing to drop. Give me some prices on this, bro. This got to drop.
On the bat pod, on the bat pod.
Yeah, they got to drop.
Because it was 13% off, but I think it'll go lower. I think it'll go lower. Yeah, but I mean,
is this not 13% off anymore?
I think it's still 13% off on the bat pod because it's in stock, so they're just discounting it. But I think that's a pretty good deal. It's not bad, but I think it might go lower, Mario. Maybe on Black Friday. Maybe 20, 25%, something like that. So
30-40%.
30-40%.
Make it happen, y'all.
Come on, Sideshow.
Come on, Sideshow. Throw a little bit down.
Yeah, I would say those would be the tips. You know, try to forecast if you can. If not, wait about a week or so, sell it. You know, try to get the best you can for it. Never take, I mean, in my opinion, friends and family. If I sell something to Mario, I'll do friends and family or something, or Leal, but I wouldn't take friends and family from just anyone. Like it would be, you have to be really careful with that. So
yeah, true.
So yeah, that's something I would say. But anyway, guys, we got one more topic. So do you view posing as an integral part of the 1/6 collecting process? I know what Leal's going to say, because Leal is the posing master, the king, if you will. But I think there are people out there, I mean, probably more like myself. I know Carlos is, right? I know there are others out there. Like I like posing. I don't love it, but to me, it's a means to an end, because I go for the realism for the figure, whether it's Hot Toys or third party or 3-0 or whatever, right? So I put them in a pose where I feel like they look it's true to the character. Like Leo calls it a character pose. So for me, posing is just a means to an end. I don't always enjoy it as much because I just like getting it done and then putting him in a pose I'm going to be happy with for a while and leaving it. But I know Leo, with you like to interact and engage with your figures a little bit more. So since these are articulated figures, and that's part of, I guess, the selling point of them for most people, do you view it as like sort of an integral process that you have to really spend time with the figure that you bought, or what do you think?
I mean, I think it depends on what you are trying to accomplish.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're in it, like, again, we got, different posers who create imagery that is just incredible. You have your posing with Peters. You have you have so many out there who are doing some amazing things. And I think for me, particularly because I'm trying to tell a story, I'm a visual storyteller with these figures. You know what I mean? So it's important for me to do things or to pose. But the thing is, it may not be important to everybody. And it may not be a situation where everybody wants to do it. And you don't have to, because the thing is, you can pull off some very amazing character poses that bode well, and at the same time you're not compromising the integrity of the figure. You know what I mean? But I think it just depends on the person. It depends on what that person is trying to accomplish. I know for me, that's what I buy my figures for. It's to pose, to create stories. You know what I mean? To tell a great story, and for it to just look good in the display. But yeah, I mean, that's just, I don't know. That's how I feel about it, bro. It's I mean, the thing is, everybody's going to have, a lot of people don't like, they don't like really telling, they don't like to pose. People get them in, put it in the museum pose, and they're good to go. You know what I mean? So it just depends on the person at the end of the day.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And for me, I know Leo, like with you like to really engage with your figures and like have them in awesome dynamic poses. And that's why I chose Peter, because you guys are awesome. Yeah. I mean, Iron Logan also does really good posing. Like there are a lot of, and Cheating Ass Dan, he does good posing.
Oh, so, Cheating Ass Dan.
Yeah, he's a good poser. Like, I mean, there are a lot of guys in the community that do, and guys and girls that do a really good job posing. So there's just one example. But Mario, what about you, man? Do you view it as sort of like an integral part of the process? How do you approach
Mario's a sneaky poser too, bro? Don't get
he is sneaky.
Mario does some dope ass poses, motherfucker.
I think I do all right.
Yeah, stop playing.
I think, you know what? I want to say because these things, that's what these things are meant for. I mean, not only for the realism, but I mean, they're meant to be like put together, and either you're telling a story or you just want to display them and some sort of in a museum like display. Even if you're putting in like for me, the way Leo has his way, he likes to tell stories for each shelf, right? Same thing with Peter here. For me personally, I've always had the vision of, I just want, like Will, you mentioned it earlier, my own personal museum. So I want to be able to look at a particular figure, and I want to have it posed up in such a way where they're not necessarily interacting with each other, but I'm capturing a moment in time that's iconic to me in a particular scene. Like this, like a Han Solo that I have right here. I mean, we've seen this. I've got it posed up. So we're gonna tilt the camera a little bit over here. Where he's right there. Basically, we've seen that pose many times, right? Yeah,
but it's
he's stepping forward. He's got the blaster pistol out. We've seen that on like, my inspiration for this was like the card back on the original 77.
Yes.
All right. So that's what I want to try to recreate.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Some of the iconic imagery that we've seen from some of these figures. So these figures should be posed, and they should be posed well. I think, man. I mean, I've seen some. Yeah. I've seen some collectors that that'll take out their figure, and they try. Some can use some work, but the effort's there. You gotta give everybody appreciate the effort. But definitely take your time. I would say look up some reference photos. Look up something. Examine how the human body actually moves and see if you can mimic that with a figure.
Yeah.
Right. True. And then your imagination will start, working more, and you're going to find that pose that's going to be like suitable for that, for the figure you're working with. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would say it's definitely integral in my opinion, man. It should be.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Yeah, and I do agree with you guys for sure. I mean, it does require putting a good pose on the figure. Otherwise, it's just not going to look as realistic or lifelike as you want it to. Yeah. So for me, that's kind of why maybe I have a love-hate relationship with posing, because I look at it sometimes and I'm like, man, the figure's in a pretty good pose. And I come back to it like an hour later, I'm like, it could be better though. And then I have to keep going back to it. Like it's like
there are some figures that can get away with that straight up and down pose. I'm looking at my Tarkin right now. He's straight up and down with his hands behind his back.
Plain and simple.
That's all you need.
The royal guards, the red guards that are standing next to Palpatine, they're straight up and down, just holding their pike. That's it. You don't need anything more than that.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know,
even when you get that Joker, once you get that actual, like I said, or anybody who gets the NRG Joker in, again, presence is a lot in that figure without him doing a lot at all.
Exactly.
Plain and simple. You don't really need to do much.
It's true. Yeah, you don't need to go too crazy with it. But yeah, I do think it's an integral process overall because, I mean, you got to pose it to make the figure look as good as it can be. So it's not like a statue where you can just set it up and, it's going to look amazing right off the bat. Like the posing, you got to kind of put the work in to make it look at least pretty decent. That's why, like, when we look at the product photos, prototype or final products or whatever for Hot Toys or anyone else, we look at them and they put them in all these crazy dynamic poses most of the time, depending on the character, but they put them in something that makes it look real, right? And that's why we buy it, because they know we like seeing that. So it isn't a part of the process to make it look as real in your collection as it does in the photos and, everywhere else. So, so it's important.
Totally mentions too that there's, Tully mentions there's nothing wrong with the great museum pose. I mean, a lot of mine are museum poses anyway, but again, that can also bring out, like Leo would mention, that character pose. Sometimes it's just a simple straight up and down museum pose.
It's just straight up
like
and
the
down
Thanos in there.
pose.
You can see him.
Up.
I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
So it's all you need sometimes. So I do a lot of those. So anyway, guys, thanks so much to this amazing, handsome, beautiful, talented, awesome panel. Beard gods all around. My beard, I'm not on quite beard god level, but you guys, all I can do is
You'll get there.
Yeah, I'll get there one day. Dude, I can't really grow it too much longer than I have it. It starts to get not itchy, but it makes my face look kind of like bushy. Like, I don't know.
Talk about patience, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of I need to start using the beard oil layout. I have it, but I haven't really used it much. So it hasn't been that cold yet, I guess. So maybe that's why. It'll get all crusty eventually, probably. But yeah, so yeah, I know, right? Anyway, guys, thanks so much for joining. So Mario, dude, what's coming up on El Professoro, man?
Well, thanks for having me on tonight, Will. It was great to hang out with you and Leo and just having a good discussion. So last night you and I had this unboxing of the Daenerys. It didn't go quite so well as I imagined. So I think tonight I'm going to go ahead and have a follow-up stream about, hey, put the thing together and here it is. Okay. So I'll probably go on a little bit later on tonight. I really don't know what time yet. Hopefully I can go on just for like a little something short. Other than that, man, I mean, I'm just trying to take things easy, recently, just because, life, it's kind of prevented me from sitting down and streaming as much as I want to. So as of right now, I really don't have much planned. Other than, hopefully I can follow up later tonight with a statue. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now, man. But again, just thanks for having me on, man. Always appreciate hanging out.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining. Always appreciate the insights and the beard knowledge. So yeah. Hey. So, but the Danny, that'd be cool. Do a follow video. It was still a fun stream. It was fun, man.
It looks gorgeous, man.
Yeah, it does. So Lael, what's coming up on 1/6 scale, man? Thanks so much for joining as always, bro. Always appreciate you.
Always, bro. Always here for you. Tomorrow we basically have comic book talk with friends. Where we're going to go over some interesting stuff. We're going to talk about again. Because I'm actually one we missed last week. I wanted to bring up was just my conversation about Alex Ross. How important he is to the culture. Basically, his pieces, his art, his philosophy. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Vision Quest, what the news we actually got about that. I'm excited about that. And also, it's about the future, the main future in for DC, now that James Gunn is now like headstrong over there. We'll see how that's going to pan out and, just some other things. So comic book talk with friends tomorrow night. Stay tuned for that. We will have Say What Wednesday as always. Another show we actually introduced with me and Marvel S is Rise and Chai on Thursdays around 4:00. So stay tuned for that. I mean, we did that. We had a hell of an episode this past Thursday. It was great. Uncivilized Scoundrel. Mara, are we going to be doing it on your channel or back on my channel? What you think?
Probably back on your channel this week, bro.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, life
is taking over. So we'll basically be back. Mario will be back again. So can't wait for that. Figure Flex Fridays will be back, a double episode on Friday because I missed this past Friday. So definitely we'll be back for that. Collectors Lounge International next Sunday. I missed that today too as well, but we'll be back next Sunday. So yeah, that's pretty much it. A couple of things filtered down the pipeline, videos that'll be dropping soon. But yeah, let's wait for that.
Nice. Well, that's awesome to hear, man. Like I said, thanks so much for always joining every week. Like I said, it's always
Always, bro.
always a blast to host you, dude. Seriously.
Always.
So, but yeah, guys. So we'll have Collectors Mingle. This will be every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, like you're used to. Lights, Camera, Collect every Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm on Layel's 9:15. Say what Eastern on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday. You might have seen what I'm doing from now on. There'll be other videos coming out in the near future, by the way. That'll also be, I think, pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But I'm cutting up these streams into clips. So I'm putting them in little bite-sized clips for people to watch.
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
So, I mean, because not everyone can commit to an hour-and-a-half stream every week. So I'm going to be doing that for you guys moving forward. That's the plan. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. And so for anyone who wants to watch certain segments, just individual, we can do that. And so you'll have that available to you. So that'll be really nice. And now we're in 1080p streaming. So and layout will be too. So
just upgraded mine too, man. I was might as well because I got tired of my shit looking crappy.
Yeah, I mean, well, like the 1080p is nice, man. It's just nice to have a little extra crispiness. And 4K one day we can see Mario's beard in 4K. So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I know. World's not ready for that. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for joining. We'll catch you in the next one. So peace out. Bye. Bye.